Namaste students. Now let us start with the next chapter, that is process and basis of accounting. In this chapter we are going to study about the process of accounting, about the various bases of accounting. Process of accounting is also known as accounting cycle. We call it as accounting cycle also. Now let's begin with the process of accounting first of all. The process starts with the first step, and the first step is identification of transaction. We always start our accounting process. In accounting, I hope you know by now, accounting means the practical implementation of all the rules which have been given under accountancy. So how do we do that? First of all, we identify the transaction. Identification of transaction means to check which transactions to be recorded in the books and which transactions not to be recorded in the books of accounts. Because in accounting, we are not going to record all the transactions. We are going to record that transactions only, or those transactions only which can be expressed in terms of money. Non-monetary transactions, even if they are important, will not be recorded. Like suppose if I say the employees of my business, they are very hardworking, very dedicated, they are very honest. Still we can't record their honesty, their dedication in the books of accounts. We'll never record it. Okay, so recording of the transaction means, identification of the transaction means to check or to find out or to take out the monetary transactions out of all the transactions. So the transactions that can be expressed in terms of money, like I have sold goods of rupees 50,000, I have purchased two machineries of rupees 10 lakh each, or I have paid rent, or I have paid salary. Here I means business. So business is going to record only those transactions which can be expressed in terms of money. So this is about the first step, that is identification. The next step is preparation of vouchers. See, once we identify the transactions, then we have to record them. And we record the transactions with the help of an entry, as I told you. But after identification and before recording, one more step comes in. That step is preparation of vouchers. The meaning of vouchers I have already explained to you in the previous video. Vouchers means the evidence or the proof of the transactions. Vouchers are made by every business on their own. Means the design of every business is drafted or prepared by every business concern as per their own wish. They can make the columns, lesser columns or the more columns, like they can make the vouchers as per their own wish, as per their own desires. So vouchers are what? Vouchers are basically the proof of the transaction. In the voucher, it is mentioned that because of this transaction, which account is debited and which account is credited. Account, you know by now what is account? Account is a format, okay, which has two sides, debit and the credit. So when any transaction occurs, that time more than one account is affected always. No transaction can affect only one account. Like suppose if I give you one example, like suppose if I have purchased goods, then obviously two accounts are affected at this time. First of all, goods and the cash. Goods comes in, cash goes out. So we prepare a voucher in which we'll mention this thing, that because of this transaction, out of goods and cash, which account is debited and which account is credited. It means vouchers are prepared by the companies themselves. But they can't prepare vouchers on their own. They can prepare vouchers but on the basis of various source documents. Source documents are the original documents which serve as the proof of the transaction. Suppose if I have purchased goods from cash from Mohan, suppose business name Mohan se goods kharide, then obviously Mohan is going to give us a cash memo, because I have purchased goods from Mohan on cash, so whenever any cash transaction occurs, either we get a cash memo or we give a cash memo. Like suppose if I have sold goods to Mohan on credit, like on cash, then I'll give cash memo to Mohan. But if I purchase goods from Mohan for cash, then Mohan will give cash memo to me. I repeat, suppose I have purchased goods from Ram, then Ram will give cash memo to me. But if I have sold goods to Mohan, then business will give cash memo to Mohan. It means cash memo is a kind of source document which is a proof of a cash transaction. Now on the basis of cash memo we can prepare vouchers. Fine, vouchers are prepared by the companies on their own. Next is invoice. Suppose if I have sold goods to Sohan on credit, business ने सोहन को credit पे goods sale किए, then obviously business will give one document to Sohan. Which document business will give? Business will give invoice to Sohan. It means invoice is given in the event of credit transactions. I hope this point is clear. Invoice is given in the event of credit transaction, but cash memo is given in the event of cash transactions. Next is paying slip and check. Paying slip basically means suppose you have deposited money into the bank, then bank will give you one document. That document is known as paying slip. Fine. So it means paying slip you get from the bank because you have deposited money into the bank. Next is check. Check means suppose if your business wants to make payment to Ram. Fine, then obviously there are two options. Either business can give cash to Ram or the business can give check to Ram. So what is check? So check is a kind of a document which is used for making payment to the other parties. So on the basis of these source documents, we can prepare the vouchers. Once we identify the transaction, कि हमने कौन सी transactions record हम कर सकते हैं, then we try to find out its source documents. Means आप जो transaction record करना चाहते हैं, you should have source document of that transaction. I can't see like sold goods for cash, कि आपने goods को cash में sale किया, कि आपने goods दी और cash आया. No doubt this is a monetary transaction because you can convert this transaction, you can express this transaction in terms of money. But इस transaction का आपके पास एक source document होना चाहिए. Now as you have sold goods for cash, then you should have a cash memo. Now once you have a cash memo, only then you can prepare the vouchers. Now once vouchers are prepared, then we are going to record the transactions. Recording is done in which book? Recording is done in journal. See students, you can't understand the meaning of all these terms in this lecture itself. There are chapters. There are, whatever terms I'm going to use today, there are chapters based on each and every term. There is one chapter on source documents. There is one chapter on this topic, journal. So what is journal? Journal is a book in which we record the transactions. Okay, so journal is known as the book of the original entry. We call journal as a book of the original entry. Why? Because directly from the vouchers, the transactions are recorded in journal. It means once we identify the transactions, then we are going to prepare the vouchers from the source documents. Then with the help of the vouchers, we are going to record the transaction. Recording is done in which book? Journal, which is known as the book of original entry. Now after recording the transaction, what do? We post the transactions. Once recording is done, then posting will start. So posting is done in which book? Posting is done in the book ledger. Again we have one full-fledged chapter on this term, ledger. So there we understand the meaning of recording and the posting. Like at this point of time, you should only understand or you should only know about the meaning of these terms. That's all. Recording is done in journal book, posting is done in ledger. Now why do we run a business? So that we can earn profits or losses, right? Now whenever any transaction occurs in the business, it may happen that while recording the transaction or while posting the transaction कोई error हो जाए, because to err is human, right? गलती किसी से भी हो सकती है कि आप transactions record करने के time, transactions को post करने के time हो सकता है कि error हो जाए. कैसा error? कि suppose in place of 2000 you have written 2 lakh. Suppose in place of 200 you write only 20. So amount का ऐसा error हो सकता है. So उन errors को find out करने के लिए what do we make? We make a statement which is known as trial balance. It means trial balance क्या है? Trial balance is basically a kind of statement which helps us to identify the errors committed by the accountant. And who is accountant? Accountant is the one who prepares the accounts, who basically does the process of accounting. And it may happen कि उनसे कोई error हो जाए. So such sort of errors can be identified through trial balance. Now as I told you that we start a business for the purpose of earning profits. So how to calculate the profits? Where to calculate the profits? See, profits can be calculated by making this account, and the name of the account is trading and P&L account. P&L means profit and loss. So trading and profit and loss account is prepared so that we can, calculate how much profit we have, earned, or how much losses we have incurred. Then we make a balance sheet. Why do we make a balance sheet? We make a balance sheet just to check how many assets do we have and how many liabilities do we have. So I hope this point is clear. This is the process of accountancy. It starts with the identification of the transaction. Identification means to find out, or to basically to find out only those transactions which can be expressed in terms of money. The transactions which are of keen importance, they will not be recorded in the books even if they can't be expressed in terms of money, like honesty of the employees and quality of your staff. Once you identify the transactions, then you prepare vouchers. Vouchers are prepared from source documents. Source documents are the proof of the transactions. There is one full-fledged chapter on these topics, so there we do the meaning. Fine. So source documents like cash memo, invoice, paying slip and check. These are the source documents. Fine. Out from these source documents, we prepare vouchers. Once we are done with the vouchers, then we start recording the transaction. Recording is done in journal, which is the book of original entry. Recording is done with the help of vouchers. Once we record the transaction, then we have to post the entries. Posting is done in ledger. Now, while recording or while posting, it may happen we commit some errors. So those errors can be found out with the help of trial balance. How that will see in the later chapters. Then after checking whether the books are arithmetically correct or not, whether any error is there or not, then we start calculating the profits and the losses. Profit and loss can be calculated with the help of this account, which is known as trading and profit and loss account, and at the end we prepare balance sheet to check our financial position. So I hope the process of accounting is clear to you all. Now let's start with the next topic, that is basis of accounting.